How's it going, people? This is a day where I definitely have to wear my Memphis hat, specifically my University of Memphis hat. And I wear it to extol my fandom since I was a little boy of University of Memphis sports teams, since I was born and raised here. And this is a day, and I've been thinking about this probably all week, where I'm thinking of an early September afternoon where we had just started classes in my senior year at Brown. Um, I'd always follow the University of Memphis football team, and those 6 years when I was away for school, where I couldn't see the team personally on the football field, as I had a few times in high school, and numerous times after returning to Memphis. So while I was away, my senior year of college, I remember bracing for bad news, and my one of my one of my five roommates at the time, in with whom I was in a fraternity, uh, Gerardo Tristan, who is now a judge in Chicago. I would only thought, well, he had a copy of the USA Today. Um, so I asked him, "Come on, tell me the bad news. How bad did USC beat Memphis State?" In fact, he told me, "Read 'em and weep. Memphis beat USC 24-10." And I was flummoxed, of course. He showed me, and I would saw, whether it be the Providence Journal or USA Today or whatever, I saw numerous um, articles and photos of probably the greatest upset in University of Memphis history. And there have been some good ones, or the likes of Alabama and Florida, near one against Florida State. Um, but yeah, they pulled it off that year. And a sophomore linebacker named Danton Barto was the defensive hero of that season, in which they went 5-6. He played for the Tigers another couple of years, and each of those years was the leading tackler. For some reason, he couldn't get a lot of traction in the NFL, but he ended up playing in the Arena Football League and coaching in the Arena Football League. The Memphis Pharaohs, I believe it was. He was the coach of the Pharaohs, so obviously he was a football guy down to his bones and into his bones. So yeah, those teams in those days gave us a lot to cheer about. Thinking about quarterback Steve Matthews, Mac Cody, for a couple of years. Xavier Crawford, a checkered story there, but he did show out in in a win the year before against Florida, in Florida, against none other than Emmitt Smith. And of course, greatest amongst those, the newly ordained Hall of Fame receiver Isaac Bruce, um, who, in spite of playing alongside Danton Barto that '93 season and the succeeding season, Danton Barto was named the MVP of the team. So we were all hoping for the best, but Danton Barto passed away this weekend of complications of COVID. Numerous people I knew who played football knew him personally. Just a simple redneck guy from Central Florida who accepted a scholarship to Memphis State. Then Memphis State, of course, now University of Memphis. But and he made a lot of people very proud. Right now, um, the critical care units in Memphis hospitals are chock full of COVID patients, as they are all over the South. 94% of the people in Memphis hospitals are unvaccinated. Are of the COVID patients are unvaccinated. 94%. 60% of the people in Shelby County and the rest of Tennessee are unvaccinated. The chance that there is a correlation given those numbers is insignificant. There's a correlation. And to express another association of facts, there have been 1,800 deaths due to COVID in the city of Memphis or Shelby County. Of those 1,800 deaths, 10 were to vaccinated people. That's close to half to. That's just slightly over 0.5%. We can safely say that because Danton Barto was unvaccinated, that had he still come down with COVID symptoms, he would have survived, and it would have been unlikely that he would have required hospitalization rather than die with a plastic tube in his mouth. This plague affecting our society doesn't care if you are a Republican or Democrat, doesn't care if you are what race you are or how old you are. We have just lost a child, another child, in Le Bonheur Hospital. This virus is afflicting people of all ages. It's putting people in the hospital at all ages. young and old, rich and poor, many people with no comorbidities, very healthy immune systems are getting intubated, even losing their life. The vaccine works. Unfortunately, many people have had to die and to get in the hospital in order to show proof. Many people still have the concern that they do not want to depart from their stated position that they're not going to get the vaccine because of ideology and the folks with whom they have shared that commitment to not get the vaccine. COVID is looking for you. It's looking for it's looking for friendly, unvaccinated hosts to take down and multiply in a pre-symptomatic way. This is no longer about being loyal to whatever group or ideology or association or whatever promise you've made or whatever. No, no, no. That's the wrong that is the wrong position. If you will be embarrassed to admit that you got the vaccine out of fear, this is something to fear. A real thing to fear. This is a real thing to fear. Okay? Because everybody, Danton Barto included, who comes down with this and needs hospitalizations, wishes they had gotten the vaccine, and when they get the vaccine, it is, when they come down with symptoms, it's too late for a vaccine. The vaccine is to prevent the entry and flourishing of the virus in your respiratory system. Once it's in your respiratory system, the vaccine will not help you. We do not have a treatment for it. Not any kind of cow medicine is effective, as some people, or hydroxychloroquine, as some people have asserted before. No deworming medicine is effective against this. This is not a worm, it's a virus. And you're not a cow. You're a human being. It's tested on human beings. It's just been approved, if it's Pfizer, by the FDA for use in human beings without reservation if you're 16 and over. So get the damn vaccine. History will absolve you. History will also disprove everyone who has been skeptical or for whatever reason of pride or guilt or whatever, those who do not get the vaccine. This virus will be with us for years. It's not something that's going to come and go. So get the damn vaccine, because you will stay vulnerable to it until such time you do get it. Drowning in your own lungs' pus is no way to go. I implore you, whatever you've told whoever, it's free. Get it. Get the damn vaccine. Like Danton Barto would have told you. Wishing everybody in Memphis and Tennessee and the United States and the world over a long, happy life with 100% lung function. Bye.